Welcome to episode 3 of the Interview Show. We're going to honor those who are veterans who fought in war in the Army. And so we want everybody to, even if it's not Veterans Day tomorrow for you guys, please stand up and do the Pledge of Allegiance with us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so now we're going to start with 2 really quick jokes. Okay, first one. This comic isn't funny, it's too predictable. Why? What's wrong? A comic like this should only have 3 beats according to the ternary rhythm. The introduction, the premise, and the shh. Do you guys hear that? That's the sound of not caring. Okay. So our second joke is going to be told to you guys by Cynthia. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
You.
You who?
Yoo-hoo, big summer, blowout. From Frozen. Alright, so now we have our news story for the day. Our first news story for the day. So this story is about an airplane crash that happened in Ohio. The town is called Akron, Ohio. It happened last Tuesday or this Tuesday. So a small plane crashed into a building, and it was a few people died on the airplane, but everybody that was on the ground was okay. And the State Highway Patrol Bill Haymaker said that due to the severity of the fire, it would be some time before it could be determined how many people were aboard the Hawker H-25. So that was our first news story, and now we're going to say one quote from the Army, or just from Veterans Day. So it says, "Real heroes don't have a name on the back of their jersey. They have their country's flag on the arm of a uniform. Thank you for our freedom." Alright, so now we're going to have Cynthia talk to you guys about the second news story of the day.
So our second news is a rainy spring in central Wyoming has left a gaping hole in the earth, courtesy of Mother Nature and gravity. The crack, as it's being called, opened up at the end of September, which is hundreds of yards long and at last 100 feet deep in some places. Experts say water is running through the hillside, loosed the dirt, and gravity did the rest.
So pretty much it was just saying that that story is a crack opened up in the middle of the earth because of lots of rain and gravity. So those were our 2 news stories of the day. So now we are going to have Cynthia tell you this quote of the Army.
What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us unknown.
So that was the quote. And now we're going to have our next. Knock knock joke number 1. Who's there? Cows go. Cows go. No, cows go moo. Owls go who. Howdy people. Our next joke will be presented by Cynthia, the non-cowgirl. Knock knock. Who's there?
Tank.
Tank who?
You're welcome.
Cowboys use their manners. Who's there?
Pastor.
Pastor who?
Isn't it past your bedtime?
I'm pretty sure it isn't. It's only 4:48. Let me watch TV.
PE time.
It's not TV. It's time for our next joke. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Justin.
Justin who?
Just in time for dinner. Which I'm hungry, by the way.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Cargo.
Cargo who?
Cargo. Beep beep.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Beats.
Beats who?
Beats me.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Howard.
Howard who?
Howard, you like a big kiss?
Batman don't kiss anybody.
Knock knock.
Who's
there?
Radio.
Radio who?
Ready or not, here I come to turn off all your computers. I told you we weren't gonna be ready. So this week's app of the week is Kingdom Rush, which Cynthia will present a guest speaker for you guys. It's one of his favorite apps.
So, Mr. Zamora, may you please come up?
So Kingdom Rush is one of those apps that you don't have to. It's not like Clash of the Clans. Is that how you say it? I don't play that app. Clash of Clans. So this one here, you have different levels, and you have to upgrade on different levels. You have wizards, you have archers, and then you have those that throw bombs, and then you have soldiers. You can build castles. It's a really strategy game. I encourage playing it. Me and my son play it. I passed the whole thing. I don't think anybody could beat my top score, which is I think like 2 million something points, and you could only actually get 1 million. I don't know what happened. I broke the server for Kingdom Rush. But if you want to get it, it's on the App Store. There's a free version, and there also is a paid version. But I encourage you guys to get it. Kingdom Rush. It is on Android too. Barely.
Thank you, Mr. Zamora.
Okay, this is our joke. Hey kid, what's the difference between broccoli and boogers?
Kids don't eat broccoli.
Yep, kids eat boogers.
Doing gentle load. Do you want any t-shirts washed?
But what about me?
Yeah, I said give me your t-shirts.
No, I mean because I'm a gentle man. Get it? Because it's a gentle load.
Hey.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Gorilla.
Gorilla who?
Grill me a hamburger. I'm hungry.
No.
Now we're going to go into the band room and interview Mr. Solonar, the band teacher, for middle school, high school, and 5th graders. Okay, so we have Mr. Solonar here, our band teacher for middle school and high school. And what's your favorite part about being a band teacher?
I love seeing the light go on with my students' faces when they get it. I like seeing how they play. The emotional response is really amazing. That's why I love being a band director.
What inspired you to become a band director?
My mother, actually. I have gotten to watch my mom teach for over 25 years. I've seen the interaction that she's had with her students, and numerous times over the course of that time period, including personally myself, I've seen the emotional reaction that her students have during, when she's taught them, and after. The emotional impact that it's had on their lives, and that's why I became a band director.
What instruments do you play?
Well, I've been trained to play all of them and to teach all of them. I play trombone is my primary instrument, and I also sing. So those are the two that I'm the best at.
What type of singing do you do?
I'm classically trained, so I can sing opera, musical theater is where my voice type sits best. But I can also do pretty much any type: jazz, country, rock and roll, alternative, Christian rock, pretty much anything.
What's your favorite type of like band music? Like do you like jazz? Like your favorite teaching part? Like which one you think is much better to listen to?
That's really hard because each genre of music in its own way can describe different human emotions, can describe happiness, sadness, joy. So it's really hard to say because I like it all. I don't just like one type over another because each genre of music shares happiness or sadness or joy in a different way.
What's your favorite song?
Favorite song? Are you just out of music in general or band?
Out of any song.
For me, one of my favorite pieces would have to be the music from Kingdom Hearts by Yoko Shimura. How the music interacts with the gameplay, with the imagery, is really, really well done, and the music itself describes the story without any words very well, and I really like it.
Okay. Thank you for being on our show.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
So here we have ErnieG with us. He's a motivational speaker. What's your favorite part about your job?
My favorite part about my job is that I don't have a job. I have an awesome career as an empowerment comedian. Now there's motivational speakers and then there's professional stand-up comedians, and I've combined it and I call it empowerment comedy. So I love being an empowerment comedian. And my favorite part of my career, not my job, because I believe if you do what you love, you will never work a day in your life. So I don't feel like I have a job. But my favorite part of my career is working with awesome students like you. Looking into your guys' eyes and seeing you guys get lit up, turned on, and inspired about going to college and being the best you can be. That's my favorite part, seeing your beautiful faces.
Do you have a quote or anything?
Yep.
The quote that I love students to repeat for me is, if it is to be, it is up to me. So you guys never forget that. If it is to be, what's the second part? If it is to be,
It's up to me.
it is up to me. That's right.
Have you ever met
Awesome.
Crazy Bangles?
Not bad.
All right.
Awesome. Nice to meet you.
Thank you for watching our show. Right now we're going to have some shout outs from Melissa.
Shout out to Avery for recording and shout out for Juan for being in the background.
And I have a shout out to Michael, which was in the previous show but couldn't come to the show. I also shout out all my teachers and friends. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button up there and see you next time.